Hello, my name is Tony Walikata, and I'm doing my research report on the study of YouTube's video recommendation and data algorithms. So I want to start with just summarizing what an algorithm is, for clarification. So an algorithm is a mathematical or systematic process where a set is placed to restrict or isolate data in order to obtain it. Now, this can be applied to technology specifically, which I'll get more into in a few minutes. But an algorithm can also essentially be any process where you put input in with an expected output. And obviously, like I said, technology specifically made the use of algorithms more commonplace in jobs like engineering and hard coding and things like that. Now, also, I want to do a little brief history of YouTube, which will help with my discussion and analysis of the algorithms that it uses. So, I'm pretty sure most of you know what YouTube is. It's a global video hub of entertainment and commentary where people can just upload videos, channels can post content, and users can either post content themselves or comment on it, give it reviews, things like that. And it launched about 15 years ago in early 2005. And as you can see on the picture on the left, it was more of like, it looks more like a Google page, if anything. But since then, it has evolved to be a very lucrative platform for entertainment, streaming, like with YouTube Red. You can also even listen to music on it. It's become just a pillar hub of streamable content. Now, I want to get more into the algorithms themselves and how they work. So if you can see the picture on the right, this is a very basic rudimentary version of how a standard algorithm would work with YouTube, where a person starts the video, their data is loaded within the application, is sent to the back door people that do engineering that study the user, how long they use their account, how much they're logged in, their daily usage, their aggregate hours, and then things also like their demographic, like based off the things they watch, they're able to use like certain techniques of like social engineering and content filtering to determine the user's like age and ethnicity as well. And this is done with the goal of optimizing and retaining the users and making sure that they use the app as much as possible. And then also I can things right here. I want to talk about the recommended and home tab. These are constructed by YouTube themselves because they want users to feel like they always have an option. Like if they want to watch something related to what they just watched, there's always just a plethora of videos or content that they can watch that they would be interested in. Now, in terms of the specific algorithms, I thought these three were the most impactful that I found and the most interesting. So the first one is the absorption algorithm, where it essentially filters out videos that the application would just deem not useful for you. Like they themselves make the decision that if a video has like 30,000 views and the quality's low and has terrible like ratings or like to dislike ratio, it'll just filter it out and you'll have to find it yourself. It won't be in your recommended at the top for the first thing that you click on. And then the averaging algorithm is a little more complex because it clusters videos arbitrarily by view count or like the topics that you're interested in that they've observed you watching. And it'll send you the way it works is the amount of recommendations it'll send you is based on the time spent on the application. So if you're a new user, what it means by hyperbolic is that a researcher used the term hyperbolic to describe how if you're new, you will get exponentially more recommendations to start you off with like so much different content to narrow you down and figure out like what you watch. And by then the algorithm will understand that you're able to just you have a certain type of topic or entertainment that you like to watch, and it'll recommend just that. And then the most interesting, in my opinion, is the personalization algorithm, which is from the averaging algorithm. They're able to narrow down what you watch even further and track the content that you specifically, or content or channels that you specifically watch. And then they construct a streamlined list in your recommended tab of new content via neural networks and deep learning of figuring out what you watch. Now, as a result, YouTube is one of the most used applications on our planet on a global scale. They spearheaded the push of providing convenient and entertaining media across its own platform with like streaming, but also it's allowed since the launch of 2005, it's allowed other applications and widely known companies to follow suit with their personalization algorithms, such as Spotify and Apple Music with their Smart Shuffle, the way that they're able to also share tabs and like have like nice presented media statistics of different music that you would like to listen to, as well as songs that you may not have heard before that are also very popular. And the same is done with Netflix with their similarity feature, where based off of what you watch, they determine how similar a show is to the one that you're watching that you might not have heard of. And I can also think of many other instances like without technology as well. Like Walmart has a catalog program where you can subscribe to that, where they send you monthly packets and like magazines, and these magazines contain different images of items that you would buy based off of what you have bought at Walmart. They use algorithms to track your purchases as well. Now, why I chose to research this topic specifically is being an IT major, I have so many interests, but my main interests are literally encompassed by this topic, which is like deep learning of neural networks, just coding in general, as well as algorithms that work in coding and patterns, and also psychology. Like that's a topic I've always been interested in. And as a pretty avid user of YouTube for most of my life, I can say that this application has amazed me in just the raw amount of entertainment and enjoyment and satisfaction that it gives its consumers. And with that being said, I also have a desire to further study YouTube and go into more the cybersecurity aspect of how secure these algorithms are, and how if it's ethical to view users' privacy and what they watch. I mean, obviously, being on a platform, they make their own decision to watch what they watch. But I'm just very interested to see just how YouTube does what it does and how they just stack their algorithms and put them together to be what they are, to be the spectacular application that it is. Those are my references. Thank you very much.